Hello everybody and welcome back to Odin's movie blog. I am the critic who is a cynic. How's everybody doing this evening? So yes, I am on for a late stream and I didn't know whether or not I was going to be able to. Let me fix my camera real quick. Yeah, I gotta get Roslo in full frame. So I didn't know if I was gonna be on tonight. I went out with the wife to a football game, which was a good time, and didn't know what was gonna happen tonight. But I'm recording later for Geeks and Gamers on the wrestling channel, or rather on the Sports Wars channel for the wrestling conversation, and so I decided to jump on. So It's a Trap says, welcome comrades, welcome back to Mother Russia. Caleb Weiberg, what's going on, Caleb? Kegger's back. Neapolitan's here, what's up, Neo? Tina, hey, I was getting ready to watch the UK Kitchen Nightmares. Well, I saved you from that, didn't I? Let me go ahead and put on Heimdall. Hopefully he is still alive. So let me go ahead and activate him really quick. But yeah, so I figured since I have to be up for the next like couple hours anyway, just to record for Sports Wars, I figured might as well jump on a stream. And yeah, talk about Chuck Wendig. The big news today, Chuck Wendig has been fired, everybody. Yes, the man with the amazing beard with the terrible personality has indeed been fired. Yes, indeed. Pagan God says, what? What Pagan God? What you freaking out about? Tina says, oh, it was going to be good. Screaming Welsh couple with a fish and chips restaurant. Nice. Eric, R.I.P. Chucky Poo. Yeah, I don't really know if I want him to be in peace at this point because, yeah, it's one of those things where I don't find joy in someone losing their job, but when you're such an ass like he is, I honestly, you know, at this point, you reap what you sow. I was talking to some patrons earlier, and they hit the nail on the head. You reap what you sow, and he sowed a lot of terrible things. So, Hyperin, finally you're on. Been waiting. Hyperin, well, thank you for waiting by, and hope that you are having a good night. So yeah, I did have plans tonight, and luckily I'm going to be able to be on for a couple hours, so I'm very excited about that. Pagan God says, your beard puts Cuck Wendigons to shame. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I am quite proud of the beard as well. Tina, it's hard for me not to feel bad for anyone like it. No, seriously, like when you ask for it, when you literally make you put in every effort that you possibly can to say the most nasty things about just general fans, I'm sorry, but you reap what you sow there. Alvarez, about time Chuck got fired. His behavior was unprofessional. No, seriously, it's been unprofessional for a very long time, so I was surprised that it took them this long. But at the end of the day, I think it's the right decision on them. I think it helps their brand overall, but it's still not the end. There's still a lot of people that it needs to go into. It's a Trap says, greetings, my lord. I just hosted a stream with some friends earlier. We played Smash Brothers Melee. Nice, It's a Trap. What system did you play that on? So, guys, big fun news is I am going to be building my PC tomorrow, so no definite time on that. Evil's Demise, welcome to the channel. No definite time on that. 70B, hey-oh, what's going on? So I will let y'all know on the Discord and also on Twitter as well. And so if you follow the channel, you'll get the regular notification. It's going to be sometime in the afternoon, probably maybe 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here's what's going on tomorrow. So tomorrow, I have my normal plan cabbage ball with my friends in the morning. And then after that, got to mow the lawn because I didn't get to mow it last week because of all just the random stuff going on with the rain and everything coming through. So I have to mow the lawn tomorrow without a doubt. And then at that point, I'm going to, obviously have to take a shower, cool down for a little bit, and then we will start the PC build. The one piece that I have been missing, sorry if I miss any chats, guys, just please repost them if you want me to read them. But the reason why I was kind of worried was because I was missing a key piece to any PC, and that is the RAM. And so what happened is that the RAM is still in Mississippi. The RAM apparently is not going to, even though it's 5 hours away from me right now, it's not getting delivered till Tuesday is what the last time I checked FedEx says. So because I dedicated Saturday to build the PC and I want to just be done with it, I want to be able to use it Saturday and Sunday. I just want to be able to start, getting things done. I decided, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and just buy some like holdover RAM. I'm going to buy some temporary RAM for myself, and luckily my Best Buy did have indeed actually 16 gigs of RAM, and so my plan is to use it and then to once my actual 32 gigs of RAM come in, replace them and then try and see if I can return this, seeing that I don't have to use it. However, recent development, so it has now shipped. My RAM, which was sitting in Mississippi, has now shipped from Mississippi, so there is a chance that when I wake up in the morning, it could be sitting at a FedEx here. So there is a possibility that what could possibly happen is if it is sitting at the FedEx here and it's not getting delivered until Tuesday, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there and see if I can pick it up directly. That way I can just put everything in at once. I don't have to put things in, take things out, etc. And then I can just return this right away. Either way, it's a win-win for me because I'm building the PC. I'm going to be live streaming it for you lovely peeps. I might be doing a hangout with some patrons, especially, a couple patrons, probably a couple other PC guys, people who can help me as I build the PC as well. So I'll be joined by a few other people as I do the PC build tomorrow. The camera will be moved, so I'm going to try and get it set up so that way it's actually facing my table where all my pieces and parts are. And I'm excited. I mean, I'm nervous, but I'm also very excited as well. So Sensei Mike, hello, I was in Geeks and Gamers tonight. Guys, bow to the Sensei. Sensei Mike was indeed on Geeks and Gamers tonight. I was able to catch just a little bit of it, Sensei Mike, because I was out, and unfortunately, where I was, in the stadium I had terrible reception, so I was trying to watch it, and it just wouldn't let me. But, dude, you look good. Like, I saw, like, a couple images. You look good, man. So, hopefully, it went well. Hopefully you had a good time, and I'm glad that y'all were able to finally hook up like that, man. So, guys, if you have not seen it yet, I think Jeremy posts, he usually unlists his live streams because obviously it affects the algorithm, but he does post them on Twitter. So if you want a link to that, go to Jeremy at DDayCobra's Twitter. I think he does it on Geeks and Gamers as well. And go give our brother Sensei Mike some love because he's a really cool dude. Getting started on YouTube himself very soon, and I'm very excited for that. We definitely want to support him because he is awesome. He is one of the fam. Gotta support the fam, guys. So he says, Sensei Mike, Logan was so naughty. Oh, Logan was acting up again. Oh, no. Hybrid says, saw First Man yesterday. In my opinion, personally, I thought it was an amazing experience. Ryan Gosling, for me, was great as Neil. Great performances and overall experience. 8 out of 10. Hybrid, very nice to hear that. Definitely a movie that's on my radar. I definitely want to see it at IMAX, especially because I heard that some shots were filmed that way. And I'm actually excited that he's kind of going back to form because I feel that he faded away from the greatness of Whiplash and then made La La Land. So I'm excited to see him kind of going back in a different direction. Eric says, Sensei Mike streaming was great. Awesome. Fantastic. So glad to hear that. Tina says, it was so much fun. Lots of Schadenfreude on Geeks and Gamers when it came to Chucky Boy. Oh, I bet there were so many happy people on the Geeks and Gamers channel with Chuck Wendig finally being gone. Caleb says, I'm going to eat snack before going to bed a while later. Sounds good, Caleb. Sounds good. Patrick McDuff, what's your favorite Star Wars film? Empire Strikes Back. Hands down, Empire Strikes Back is the answer. It's not my thought. It's the answer. Empire is the greatest Star Wars film ever made. Fight me. 70B. Logan was like, hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Trust me. Trust me, Sensei. I know what that's like. My two ladies love to be on camera as well. Pagan says, Sensei Mike's beard could teach Jeremy's a thing or two. Seriously, man, like, Jeremy's got some weak beard game. Like, I love Jeremy to death, but his beard game is weak, is some weak sauce, and he needs to step it up. You know, because Sensei Mike is the sensei, but he needs to step things up for sure. Eric says, Chucky went nuts blocking the alter ego. Jeremy's on Twitter. I heard about that. So I just, as soon as right before I got on, I was on Twitter, and I saw that Jeremy posted saying that Proper Jeremy was blocked even though Proper Jeremy had never interacted with Chuck Wendig. So literally, this maniac went out of his way to block people, to block fake accounts. That is insanity. And it's so funny when you read his tweets in response to him being fired, and it's all very cordial and very straightforward. And then you see what he's doing, and you realize there's something wrong with you, dude. There's something not quite right. And if you can't, and if no one around you especially can see why you got fired, maybe there's something wrong with them as well. Peabody's here. What's going on, Mr. Peabody? Glad to see you here again. Great conversation earlier. Also, Peabody, by the way, same pins. And I don't know why I didn't think of it this earlier, but I should have checked the order number. I should have checked the order of my original connection with the actual pack with the set from Newegg, because that's where I would have been able to easily find out that it's actually the same pin. So this is my backup RAM. So if any chance, so Peabody, since you just joined us, if by any chance the RAM, which is now shipped out of its location 5 hours away from Mississippi, if it somehow is here or like in the area tomorrow morning, and it still says it's going to get shipped by, Monday or Tuesday, then I'm probably going to just try and go pick it up and then just return this before you're actually using it. But if not, I'll have this to use. So that way we can get the PC set up fully and maybe try and do a test stream as well. Guys, also, big thing tomorrow. No movie night tomorrow. Movie night will be Sunday. So we will still have a movie night. We're still going to be watching The Shining, but it will be Sunday. Freya's got some family coming in, and we're going to try and do dinner that night on Saturday night instead. So I want to make sure we have full time for the movie. So Sunday evening, we will be watching The Shining. So please join us for that. All right, let's see. Edward Coleman says, why was I unsubscribed to your channel? Edward Coleman, the reason why is because YouTube sucks, and YouTube unsubscribes people all the time. You're not the first person that told me this, and I'm really sorry that happened, but YouTube sucks. And actually, not only was my video today demonetized after 10 minutes, but then also earlier, like about 20 minutes ago, I checked my videos, and sure enough, the one I made about James Gunn the other day has now been demonetized as well. So it's just... oh, it's ridiculous. Aaron C, building the PC. Good, man. I am quite excited. I'm a little nervous. But I am also very, very excited as well. Gregory says, do you think Kennedy's re-up was just for show? I don't. There are some people out there that claim inside information saying, oh, it's all for show. Oh, she's not in charge. She's just a puppet. I don't believe it. I mean, and again, I am interacting with the people that believe that it's just for show, but I'm sorry, I don't know why you would re-up a contract like that, an executive contract for 3 years. That's just stupid. Like, if that was just for show, that's a waste of money. So, I'm sorry, the people that claim, oh, I've seen the contract, oh, I know what's going on, until I get actual proof, until it's actually put out there what's been said, I'm sorry, I can't buy it. Can't do it. Nemesis08, hello, what's up, Nemesis08? How's it going? Mr. Peabody says, we will be watching The Shining of your computer building genius. Yes. I wouldn't say genius quite yet, but yes, I will be watching it from, so Sunday, therefore, the PC will be set, and so I will be trying the first time to stream, watch, like actually play the movie, stream, and do everything else, because I should have the firepower to actually do those things without my computer going, screw you. So I'm very excited for that. So hopefully things go well tomorrow. Patrick McDuff says, have you heard of Star Wars Theory fan film Vader? It's coming out soon. Yes, I have, and I cannot wait for it. It looks great. It looks like so much fun. I know that there's a lot of really cool behind-the-scenes stuff that happened with some people that I know, so I can't wait to see their involvement in it as well. And yeah, it looks like it's going to be a fun time. Hypern, Glass Trailer 2 came out. Seems like Kevin's kryptonite is lights. Yes, and it looks great, though. It looks fantastic. Glass 2 has me even more hyped for that film than before, because it just really goes into the fact that this is going to be about the character of Glass and how he's fitting into essentially trying to create this, you know, this just amazing. Truly amazing. I cannot wait. It looks so good. Tina, will the Sunday show be around 6:30 Central? Around the same time. That would be correct. I've been trying to get the word out of various other channels. Yes, Tina. So right now the initial plan around the same time as normal, only now on Sunday instead of Saturday because of those things. Nemesis says, scroll up and read my first comment. Okay, I'll do my best. Let's see. Nemesis says, do you know what's better than Wendig getting fired? All the SJWs crying like a bunch of beaches. There are tears everywhere, and it's glorious. The reconning is coming for the rest. The reckoning is coming for the rest. Yes. Oh, my goodness. So there's actually this thing where they have on a show, on a particular not TV station. It's kind of it's a web-based show. It's a website. And they do podcasts, they do radio and such, and there's something called like leftist tears. I feel like we need like an SJW tears like drink cup thing. Now that'd be something that I would love to create, down the line. And if that happens, man, it's never gonna. It is going to constantly be filled to the brim because we got so many tears going on right now. Greta, what's going on? Greta, how's it going? How's it going? Hope work was fine. Zebulon Pike, what's going on? Jedi Starship, hello, what's going on? SJW tea time, yes. Ooh, get a teacup with SJW tears. Oh, delicious. And also, it always stays filled. It never goes empty because they're constantly flowing. Constantly. Oh my goodness, Chuck Wendig got fired. This is awful. He deserved to get fired. He was a moron. Square Bear, you'll need a really big cup for that hat. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean by that. NJE Egg. It's been too long, dude. What's going on? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be my neighbor? Shinville, Wendig got cucked It's good day to be part of the hashtag Phantom Menace. Very true. Sensei. Sensei, thank you, dude. Thank you for the $100 donation, man. Thanks again for the hookup with Jeremy. It went great. I do want to get back on with you soon. You're the boss. Dude, Sensei Mike, absolutely, man. You just let me know when works good for you anytime this week, and I would love to have you back on. If you want to get your brother back on too, that would be fun. It was a really great time having that conversation with you guys, so for sure, man. Thank you. Pagan God, thank you for the $2 super chat. All NPCs today, a swig of soy for the unemployed. Yes, a swing of soy for the unemployed indeed. Oh, those tears, they taste so good. The tears. Jedi Starship says, Chuck was grounded into beef jerky. Yes, he was. That is absolutely true. Absolutely true. Hypern, that roundhouse kick by that male feminist had me dying, though he literally kicked the lady's phone Bruce Lee style. No, seriously, like, that guy was an idiot. Like, if you don't know what we're talking about, look up the video. There was this SJW who was just going off, oh my gosh, I can't believe, and roundhouse kicks a woman. And his excuse is, I was trying to kick your phone. So not, I'm sorry, but I was trying to kick your phone. But anyway, thank you so much for that. But seriously, Sensei Mike, bow to the Sensei. Bow to the Sensei. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate it, man. Always does help. Again, I'm constantly trying to grow the channel, constantly trying to add more things. The PC is the next biggest thing is the PC. There's a chair also coming into the works as well, so I'll be having a new chair sometime this week, and then I want to get a monitor, and just there's so many things going on. And the PC though is really the big thing, because it's going to allow me to film 4K content on my phone and be able to edit that and not have to wait 2 hours for it to render for a 5-minute clip. So yeah, I'm very, very excited for that. Very, very excited. So Sensei Mike, dude, thank you so much, because you've been a major part of it. Everyone here has been a major part of it, but especially Sensei Mike, dude, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Bows to the Sensei. Bow to the Sensei. Mr. Trump says, has the roundhouse kicking guy been arrested yet, or at least have charges been pressed against him? I haven't heard anything. From what I know, based on my knowledge, again, I could be wrong on this, he's still on the run. And yeah, the guy deserves to have charges pressed against him, and for those tears to start flowing, because I'm just trying to kick her phone. She was being mean. I had to protect my safe space. I'm sure that's what the argument's going to sound like, at least in my head. Patrick McDuff, you deserve more subscribers. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Again, I'm happy as a clam where I am. I don't know why I just decided to rhyme there, but but no, especially with the live streams, I always love having that 35 to 40, 50 tops, because it keeps the chat going. We have a good time, and it's great. It really is great. Peabody says, don't need another mic. That one is perfect. No, seriously, yeah. The mic, I don't really feel the need to upgrade the mic. And also the camera I feel like the camera is going to feel better when I have the new system, because I'm literally running on some like the lowest settings through OBS at this point. So once I have the new system, I'll be able to run 1080p, like the highest sound quality, the highest video quality, and so hopefully it should be better. And again, I'm not looking to upgrade sound or video anytime soon, but at least doing maybe more video with my phone every now and then to do some maybe in the life kind of stuff would be fun. Gregory says, good luck on the new PC, man. I'm out. Thanks again for the content, Gregory. Thank you so much for joining us, man. Great to have you as always. He says, okay, I missed this story about a woman and a phone and some guy. So basically, they were having an argument. I want to say it was over abortion. And he was trying to, basically, it was a civil discussion, at least from the woman's side, trying to explain her position to him. And so he decides to roundhouse kick her. And his claim was that he was trying to kick her phone out because she was filming all of this. And so he tried to kick her phone and ended up kicking her in the process. So now he's on the run, because obviously charges will be filed. Somebody says he has been arrested and he lost his job. Roundhouse slick guy. Boom. Justice is served. So much justice today. Roundhouse kick guy gets arrested, gets fired. Chuck Wendig gets fired. This is great. Patrick McDuff says Peter Griffin Roadhouse. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. I know, seriously, Jack Smith, like, how did he realize that he would not kick her? Like, it takes an idiot. It takes a self-focused, self-obsessed idiot to not realize what was going on. CWD Trixie, how you guys doing tonight? And finally good to enjoy the weekend. CWD, always great to have the weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. A little tired, but I'm doing okay. Jedi Starship says, just now saw the SJW Roundhouse crazy stuff. Someone suggested on calling it a soy kick. Seriously, it was the soyest of all kicks possible, because it was a soy boy that did it. Yeah, seriously, Tina, an absolute jerk, without any doubt whatsoever. Hologram Nunchuck, welcome back, man. He tried to go to Jet, but it failed miserably. Yeah, pretty much. Especially when your face is out there, people will find you. Nemesis, yet they magically ignore the real reason his ass got canned. He got canned because you don't insult bite the hand that feeds. That's a good point, Nemesis. That's a very, very valid point. Hi, Prince. Sensei Mike disapproves the SJW's roundhouse kick. Damn right he does, because Sensei Mike knows what a real roundhouse kick is, not some soy kick. He actually does the roundhouse kick. He is the master of the roundhouse kick. Tina, good he got caught and good he got fired. I'm sick of these jerks. Me too. He is an absolute idiot. You were absolutely right about that. He measured that kick to her face. Yep. And he missed because it was a soy kick. He was not a sensei. Damn right, Sensei Mike. There's only one sensei here, and that is the Sensei Mike. Bow to the sensei, everybody. Wendig firing was an excellent way to start the weekend. Guys, Stephanie just posted a link to the video. If you want to see a soy kick in action, go click on that video. And Sensei Mike will soon show us exactly how to do a real roundhouse kick. And he will not actually try and roundhouse kick a woman for no good reason whatsoever. Because he's a good guy. He's legit. It's a Trap says it was the soy kick heard around the world. Yes! That's great. That's great. Big, and I agree with that. I agree with that comment, man. He was anything but a real man, that's for sure. Nemesis, Sensei Mike roundhouse kick would knock the skin off of Chuck Norris' face. Yes. Oh my god, dude. We need to make Sensei Mike the new Chuck Norris. Instead of Chuck Norris jokes, we have Sensei Mike jokes because Sensei Mike is the boss. Sensei Mike could beat Chuck Norris in an arm wrestling contest. Calling it right now. But no, seriously, Sensei is awesome. Patrick says he is a weak man roundhouse. Seriously, dude, not only like you kick a woman, and not only that, but you kick a woman for no reason. For no reason other than disagreeing with you. And I made this point in my video today that got flagged and demonetized. The point I made in the video was that what you oftentimes see is that on one side in particular, and actually I'm talking to Vanessa Bourbon. I don't know if you know who she is. She's awesome. So basically her big thing is she was a liberal, and now she is a part of the Walk Away campaign, where she has left the Democratic Party because she says, you know, I can still have my own thoughts. I can still think independently, and I can have my own, you know, thoughts, whether conservative, liberal, whatever, but I don't need this party that is now just gone so extreme. So I'm actually going to try and get her on the channel over the next week or so to talk about, you know, just her own story, her own walk away story, because there's also there's a march going on at the end of October in DC where they are literally, this is fantastic, they are literally starting the march at the DNC and then turning their backs on it and walking to the Capitol, which I think is so greatly symbolic and very, very exciting. But anyway, the whole point that I'm trying to make here, not to go on a political tangent, is that there is no diversity of thought in the SJW world. If you come in with a different concept, with a different idea, if you don't fully accept every tenet that they preach, you are instantly ostracized, marked a racist, a sexist, whatever. And it's not because of anything else other than they talk about diversity. There is no diversity of thought at all. And it's really sad because some of these people have no idea what they're talking about and have never even heard the other side. And whenever they hear the other side, guess what happens? They cry, they kick people, just like the soy boy did. And it's really sad. It's really dangerous also. All right, Hyman says, SJW, I know Kung Fu, Bruce Lee. Oh, yeah, show me. Seriously. Nemesis says, when Sensei Mike jumps in the water, Sensei Mike doesn't get wet. The water gets Sensei Mike. Damn right. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Tina says, okay, I just watched the video. He needs to be arrested on general principle. What an ugly piece of, sorry, but seriously, no, like, he is out of completely ridiculous because he's kicking someone for, again, as I said, kicking someone for the only reason in his mind was because they had a different opinion. He kicked somebody because they had a different opinion than he does. And we see this happening a lot, especially in the United States right now. People yelling, screaming in other people's faces because they have a difference of opinion. Calling them racist and sexist just because they don't think the same. And it's because there's no diversity of thought. Eats-Up, Wokian, just look up roundhouse kick to woman. It should be one of the first things that happens. Hybrin, hashtag rip phone and respect to the women for reporting. Seriously, man. Like, that is just, I can't believe that happened. It really is just ridiculous that we live in a world where someone's going to try and, you know, do a soy kick to the face. It's just, it's weak sauce. That's what it is. I will say that man, or if that whatever that is, you know, that person that claims to be a real man is a very poor excuse, even more of a poor excuse than Jeremy's beard. That's all I'm going to say about that. And you can tell him I said that because I will always, every day, bring the beard game when Jeremy won't. Aaron, can't shame someone into changing their mind. No, seriously, you can't. You cannot. The only way to change someone's mind is to dialogue. And what you see is that usually, and again, it's not perfect, but usually there's one side that's a lot more open to discussion, to debate, to an exchange of ideas than the other, which would rather just call you a racist and a sexist just because you don't agree with them. Like, I'm just being honest here. Hybrid says, Etep says, gracias, hermano. No problem. No problema. Hybrid says, does that mean it's wrong if we want to roundhouse kick? It's not bad to want it. Like, to think it is not evil in of itself. But to go out and do it, I would say yes. I would not actually cause physical harm to anyone. I will never cause physical... I will never call for or want to cause physical harm on another person. Especially... So, the only time that I would ever get physical with anyone is if I was being attacked and I had to defend myself. Like, I don't believe in just random acts of violence like that. It's just stupid. Oof for Jordan. Yes, guys, add an oof for Jeremy's beard. 70B, I wish he would have tried it with me. 70B would have whooped his ass. Like, I've talked to 70B, and I know for a fact that, especially with that soy boy, she would have whooped his ass. Meg says, sounds like SJWs have learned to exploit the compulsive need and addiction for attention, approval, and camaraderie that some very heavy users, social media users, they're the social media age. And it's really sad because when you add that to a closed mind, especially when you're not open to even just someone else's thoughts, it's a dangerous combination. SJW is a cult. It's seriously, SJW, Pagan, you're absolutely right about that. It is absolutely a cult. CWD, besides being a soy boy hypocrite, it does not help that he fits the douchey hipster look as well. Seriously, like, he is a stereotypical soy boy. Nemesis says, that purple-haired weirdo was lucky I wasn't around. I would have pulled his hair. No, seriously, if I had seen him do that to a friend of mine, I would have taken him down, because at that point, I'm defending my friend. Peabody says, have you sent Tina and Steph stuff yet? I have not. And don't worry, it's still right in front of me, Peabody. It will be sent to them. It will be sent to them, but it's just been crazy. I still have you and Shawhan stuff behind me. I haven't sent that out yet because I was waiting on packaging to come in, and it's just been crazy. So don't worry, those will be sent out. But I want to make sure I'm able to send something else to them as well, so that way I can, fit some stuff all into that envelope. Give them all the stuff that they deserve. They are the boss. Steph and Tina are the bosses. Guys, let's give a hand for Steph and Tina, my Valkyrie. They are fantastic. They are amazing, amazing, amazing people. Hypern says, just wanted to say thanks for streaming, Odin. Kind of recovering from the loud sounds from the pep rally at my school. Thank God. So I'm bleeding. Oh, dude, we had a pep rally today as well. So fun story. I was dressed in a sumo outfit with the guy that I have been kind of in a competition with the last couple of pep rallies, and let's just say I owned him. I don't think there's any doubt anymore who the champ on campus is now, and it's Odin. So. Frank, what's going on? Slacker, I'm half awake. Well, Frank, welcome back. Always great to have you here. Preach to the Valkyries. Yes, indeed. They're amazing. No, Tina, you are the best. No, Stephanie, thank you. Seriously. Brad Noble, did anything fun happen? Dude, all the fun was happening, and then you showed up. That is what's going on right now. Nemesis, Mike doesn't wear condoms. There's no such thing as protection from Sensei Mike. Yes, dude. Sensei, are you still here, man? Because that's probably one of the best things I've ever heard. That's fantastic. Let's see. Etep says, I would have been locked up for being the first man in because that purple-haired third-wave male feminist would have taken an involuntary powerbomb on his ass. I love your use of powerbomb, by the way, for sure. And also, I love how you're being very specific about third wave. Because, yeah, there's nothing wrong with feminism. Third, fourth wave feminism, atrocious. Atrocious. Awful. Shinfield, shots fired. Patrick says, do not ever mess with cats that don't like you today. I learned that the hard way. Eric says, did you watch the Quarterings video today about percentage on people's political preference, showing that the angry far left is in the minority? I did not see that, but it's not surprising. The extremes of both sides, and I say this all the time because I mean, even though you might be able to perceive where I stand on certain issues, I don't associate with either the far left or the far right. I think that fringes on both sides are not a good thing, and that's the reason why there's small percentages. So I think that it's probably also true of people, because keeping this in mind too, like some people get right and left mixed up. So in my definition, I'm pretty sure this is what the definition should be. The further left you go, the more control, the more government control you get. The further right you get, the less government control, which means the far right, to me, is anarchists, people who do not want any government system at all, and the people on the far left are communism, socialism. Now, some people say, oh, no, they're not the same, they're not the same, but in my mind, it is. That's just where I stand. Dude, Sensei Mike, man! Come on! Sensei Mike, $100. Thank you so much for the $100 donation, man. Thanks again for the advice on the mic. It should be here soon, bro. Dude, no problem at all, man. So Sensei Mike got his mic set up, and I'm very excited for him because I'm very excited for him to start doing some YouTube videos. So yeah, Sensei Mike, again, keep those emails coming if you need any other advice on if you need a new camera, if you want to know some more about editing software, let me know, dude, because after tomorrow especially, I'll be able to, you know, do a lot more things at once at the same time. I'll be able to render video and chat and do everything that I want to do, and I'm very excited for that. So thank you, Sensei Mike. You are amazing, man. Bow to the Sensei. Bow to the Sensei. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hyperin, ruin. I meant to ruin Star Wars. I meant to ruin Star Wars. Fans, someone called George Lucas. I know, seriously. When you think about that for a second, you're like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Nemesis says, everyone bows to the Sensei. Eric, you're damn right about that. Mech says, ooh. Patrick, would you rather play any of those games? Fortnite, probably, because I know that it's what's hip right now with my students. So it's something where I could put my gamer tag out there because I need to create one. Because I could definitely do gaming with this computer, which I'm kind of excited for. So I'm thinking about doing that once or twice a week maybe, and it'll be really bad because I'm awful. I've never played before. I've never had the means to be able to play, and so I think Fortnite would be the one that I'd start with. But I would be open to doing other games too. So Mech says Aussie Rose Tico looks like she's either anointing Krylo Ren with holy oil or in the middle of hitting in the back of the head with a double axe handle hand attack. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both because I feel like if you get a double axe handle to the back of your head, it's kind of like being baptized and anointed by Rose Tico. That's just my own stand on it, personally. Yeah, dude, Sensei Mike was rocking it. Again, I can't wait to... I'm going to try and see the playback when I can. But yeah, dude, Sensei Mike, guys, if you don't have a chance, go check out at D-Day Cobra or at Geeks and Gamers. He should be posting the link to his live stream there. That way you can go and watch the video and give some support to Sensei Mike because he deserves the love, man. He's a part of this community and he's awesome. Nemesis 08, Sensei Mike's tears cure cancer. It's too bad Sensei Mike has never cried. Boom! CBD says, what about the extreme censor neutral? Things might lead to beige. Could you imagine if there was an extreme censor? Actually, you know what? It's not totally crazy. It's like, imagine someone who can't make a decision on anything. Someone who cannot, go one way or the other. That's the extreme center to me. But that's also something else entirely, I think. Hybrid, it's so scary that the comments you made was as predicted from the Joker, Dark Knight, as anarchy playing a role in society. No, it's very true. It is very, very true. It is absolutely true. I mean, look at our current society. Look at what happened over the last couple weeks just in the United States alone. That's damn near anarchy. And I love how people say, oh, it's not a mob, it's not a mob. And there's people banging on a door and trying to break in. It's seriously, how? If that's not a mob, I don't know what it is. It's very scary that we're living in very scary times. Bow to the Sensei. Etep says, I was a pro wrestler for 9 years. He could have fought back all he wanted, and he was still going to eat pavement. That was utterly despicable and weak. Speaks to their tolerance. No, you're absolutely right about it, Etep. And, dude, that's awesome, man. I'm a huge pro wrestling fan, and so I wish you would have there. I wish you were there because I would have loved to see that video. Mecha Random, how's it going? Dude, so Mecha Random, thanks for the recommendation on the chair. It was actually on sale on Newegg, so I do have, so it's going to be Mecha's chair, only a different color, because obviously I can't take her classic red color, but I'm very excited for it because it looks extremely comfortable, and I need that back support, that lumbar support, as it says. All right, let's check up. Caddis Bane, thank you for the $2 super chat. Really do appreciate that. I just want to make sure I get everybody. Chad H, I just wanted to mention R.A. Salvatore, a man who was a victim of a huge hate campaign when he wrote The Death of Chewie, spoke against Kemp and Wendig. Ooh, a huge hate campaign. Well, you know what? He's been vindicated now that Wendig's been fired. William Jenkins, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. I appreciate it. All Father Odin, thank you for your continued wisdom. Just curious, how long did it take you to grow that epic beard? FYI, I'd rather shoot myself in both feet than vote Dem this November. Oh, man, there's a lot to unpack there. So this beard itself, so I've had a beard now for over a year as far as it being on my face. I've been growing this one out uncut since the beginning of the year, I believe. It was last time I actually got a haircut and got this trim. So about 3 months, about 3 months of growth, I would say. But thank you, dude. I appreciate that. And hey, I understand a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. And again, I'm not going to promote any political party over the other, but what I will say is that one is making it very, very difficult to support if you have any common sense whatsoever. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not saying the other one's any better, but one is making it very, very, very hard based on behavior, recently. Mecca, dude, yeah, I can't wait. Lando Carrizo says, "Oh, got the pink chair." Oh, you know it, Lando. You know I got that pink chair. No, I didn't get the pink chair. Blood sports, says Brad Noble. Nevin says, they once made Sensei Mike brand toilet paper, but it wouldn't take crap from nobody. Yes. Hybrid, I'm sorry if I'm bringing this up, but what are your honest thoughts about the aftermath of the Khabib and McGregor match? I think it was stupid. I think it was totally uncalled for. I'm sorry, but it's one of the many, many reasons why I just do not like that, because I don't like fighting in general. Like, it's just not my thing. I watch wrestling, but it's staged. Like, I know that if someone gets very, like, seriously injured, it's because of a mistake. But when it comes to the aftermath of the fight, I just think it's silly. Like, seriously, you're gonna attack somebody because of words being said? I just don't like that. Not cool. Not cool. Caddis Bane, fan of wrestling, Star Wars, and a teacher. Well, Caddis Bane, you're right there with me, dude. I am also at high school comments, and I will read it. Chad H says, if Salvatore, a man who has every right to be mad at the fandom, is speaking against Wendig and Kemp, man, all respect for him making that stand. No, seriously, like, it's always great to see people stand up when they know they're going to get hate. They know that their voice is probably not going to even be heard. And it gives so much, like, seriously, so much kudos to him and for anyone that speaks out about that, because it really is true. It's so sad. We're so sad in the States world. Patrick, I'm sorry, I just saw this movie. Would you rather watch Emoji Movie or Last Jedi? I've never seen the Emoji Movie, so I'd say the Emoji Movie because I need to at least give it a shot at some point in my life, I guess. I don't really think I need to, but if that was my choice. At least I've never seen that one. CW says, there's only one real character left who has not been tainted by Disney Star Wars that could save Star Wars Plan 9. Wicket the Ewok. Yes. I'm telling you right now, guys, I've said this from stage one. What you have is not only do you have Roselo. Again, Rose is going to turn on Finn, and then you're going to have Rose and Kylo, doing the thing, and it's going to be great. It's going to be hilarious. People are going to be cringing, and it's going to be awesome. I'm going to be laughing my ass off in the theater. It's going to be great. And correct, but then he's like, Misa have a Padawan learner. And then you have Darth Cuddles. And Darth Cuddles is a Padawan Ewok learner. And if we know anything from Clone Wars, again, I'm behind in Clone Wars, but the fact that there could be a Wookiee Padawan learner, it is not without an outside of the realm possibility of there being an Ewok Padawan learner as well. And I'm telling you, Darth Cuddles is where everyone's fear should be, because it is going to be terrifying. Darth Cuddles is going to be the most terrifying creature that has ever existed in the world. Kegger, have you seen Venom yet? No, I have not. I have not seen Venom yet. I really need to, though. So maybe this weekend if I have time. Again, tomorrow I'm kind of busy with the PC build and everything else. So maybe Sunday? I might be able to squeeze that in Sunday. I hope so. Cass Bain, special education technology trainer and program. That's awesome, dude. Hybrid, thanks, Odin. Honestly, the whole event was just unnecessary to begin with. Sorry to bring it up. Let's forget it. No, Hybrid, no problem at all, man. I have no problem talking about those things. No problem talking about those things at all. I haven't had an open forum in a long time, so I don't mind to take, random questions every now and then. Seriously, man. Sensei Mike, you have a good night, dude. Sensei Mike, thank you so much for your donations. It really does mean a lot to me. It does really help us out a lot, and it helps us to be able to do more things in the future and to upgrade the channel slowly, piece by piece over time. So thank you so much, man. Cannot wait for your mic to come in. If you need someone to help you test it out or anything, please let me know. Keep those things coming. Darth Cuddles, dude, I've been talking about Darth Cuddles for months now. Darth Cuddles is where it's at, man. I'm telling you, Darth Cuddles is the most terrifying thing that will ever exist. And yes, oh my goodness, Rose is going to have a total heel turn. I'm telling you right now. Dude, thank you for using my terminology, Cadis. Absolutely right, man. Is it Cadis or Caddis? Caddis Bane? Caddis Bane, I'm assuming you want me to say? But yes, total Rose, Tico, heel turn, and it's going to be fantastic. James, let's pray that that does not happen, because you joke about that, but they could possibly have the sex changed. I would not put it out of the realm of their possibilities at this point. Ultra Trop says, Sith Jar Jar is terrifying. Have you ever seen the interview that Ahmed Best did where he acted like a Sith Lord for a bit? No, I have not. Oh my goodness, I need to see that. Send that to me. Chad H says, if Last Jedi could get removed from canon, then we could have Mara Jade and Luke go tag team on some Darksiders. This would make up for everything Disney's sin committed ever so far. I agree with you. I totally agree. I think that if you don't do that, then you kind of have to do time travel because there's no other way to take back what you did in Episode 8. I mean, I know people don't like time travel, but it's one of the only things that you can do at this point to save anything. Das, what's up, Das? Says, what is your favorite wrestling finisher ever? Mine is the choke slam to hell. Ooh, good one. Tombstone Piledriver is a really great one. I, for some reason, love the Death Eye Driver. Not the weak, not the weak John Cena attitude, you can't see me adjustment, that nonsense. That's a fireman's carry. That's a glorified fireman's carry. The Death Eye Driver, where you actually like put pressure on the person's head when you go down. Perry Saturn's Death Eye Driver, probably one of my all-time favorite finishers. I don't know why. It's just something about the movie has always gotten me. It was a finishing move I would use all the time whenever I would shadow wrestle when I was a kid, and so that's probably where I go with that. But Tombstone Piledriver is also up there. Stone Cold Stunner too, because it's just hilarious. Let's see. Hiram says, as Lucas once said, Jar Jar is key to all this. Wasted potential storyline of extending SJW BS through episodes 7 and 8 instead of adding Gungans to make the plot amazing. Oh my god, we need more Gungans. That's what we need. We need Gungans and Ewoks in episode 9. Eric says, will Tico go full Vince McMahon and say, it was me, Finn? Yes. It was me, Finn. It was me all along. And she's gonna actually have Vince's voice, and then it comes out that she was actually Vince McMahon all along, and it's gonna be a huge spoiler. It's gonna be a huge plot twist. Huge plot twist. Total retcon. Seriously, we need a total retcon of all this nonsense. Frank, Last Jedi was a Force vision. You could do that. Again, anything that puts it, outside of everything else would be good. Tana's Curse, we did it. What did we do? Stone Cold Star, Stone Cold, Stone Cold. Dude, I miss good old JR. JR was the best announcer of all time. Michael Cole's garbage. Michael Cole makes my ears bleed. I want JR to come back. Corey Graves is great. Love Corey Graves. I love everything that everything else. Renee Young, I think, is a good addition. If you had Corey Graves, Renee Young, and good old JR, that would be my perfect setup at this point. Let's see. Bane says he was great in N64 games, both WCW and No Mercy. Dude, No Mercy is the best wrestling game of all time. I'm an X64 guy. I never really played the new system, so No Mercy was the best one that I ever played. Diamond Cutter. Dude, Kegger, Diamond Cutter is so good too. Diamond Cutter is fantastic. Melted Driver ain't bad either. Kylo, you're fired. Star Wars 8 sucked, says Tada's Curse. That is true. Hyprin, yeah, JR is the best. Last Jedi was I don't like that word, from the quantum realm from the MCU. I'm a devout Catholic, so I actually don't like that word, but I understand where you're coming from sure. Jesse the Body was the best wrestling caster. Nope. I wouldn't go there. Eatap says, my finisher was the Market Crash, my version of Razor's Edge, in homage to my favorite worker, Scott Hall. Dude, yes. That is awesome. That is so cool. Yeah, I love that one. And I will say, as far as modern day, like Death Valley Driver, Fireman's Carry moves, Velveteen Dream in NXT has a really cool rolling driver, and it looks great. It really does look great. Mr. Peabody says, my favorite wrestling move is the trebuchet into a brick wall to test the bounce factor. Nice. Patrick, Phantom Menace. I would rather laugh my ass off through the Phantom Menace and how bad it is than to be sorry and sad every time I have to watch The Last Jedi. CW says, with the potential of Palpatine and Star Wars Episode 9, we likely will see Endor, Tatooine, Coruscant again, so Gungans are not too far off. CW Trixie, that is a very good point. That is a very, very good point. Loud noises! Das says, will we have Rose tied to the Undertaker sacrificial cross that he used on Stephanie McMahon? Also, the jackknife powerbomb is also fantastic, but oh my god, that's what we need. And then, but then you add it all together, and then Finn saves her, but then she turns on him and says, it was me all along, Austin. Nemesis says, don't forget the Scorpion Deathlock or Scorpion Death Drop. Yeah, Scorpion Death Drop was okay. Deathlock was good. I mean, it was a sharpshooter, so it's great. Dream is so good. Oh, okay, you played 2K19? Yeah, I'm not into modern games, but dude, Velveteen Dream is one of my favorite wrestlers right now. One Winged Angel is great as well, Bane. Chad H says, my favorite wrestling move was the one used to throw Wendig out of the fandom. Yes. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely right, Chad. Hyprin, sorry if it was offensive. Was not my intention, brudda, but Odin, just a question. Do you prefer WWE or WWF more? WWF. I mean, Attitude Era, it was the best era, without any shadow of a doubt. I will say, the one thing that compares in my mind is NXT. NXT today is about as good in different ways as the Attitude Era WWF. For sure. For sure. Razor's Edge was great, too. Nemesis, what about Goldberg Spear? Goldberg Spear was Jackhammer. Dude, the Jackhammer was another great move, too. I was actually a very big fan of Bill Goldberg. When that streak was going on WCW, that was fantastic. The WWF WCW Monday Night Wars was such a great time in wrestling. And we still have really great wrestling going on these days, too. You know, you got New Japan, and you've got, you know, Ring of Honor, all these other things. Chad H says, I say we get the people from Robot Chicken to help with episode 9. Oh my god, at least then it could be entertaining. Tina, John Talks was reading an article about JJ may return to every planet we saw in the original series. Yawn. For all we fans, please someone stop him. Yeah, seriously, the only thing this guy has is nostalgia. The only thing this guy has is being able to copy everyone else and use other source material, bring in all the old people, all the old characters, and they think it's going to be enough. If you think that you can just make a giant film of fan service at this point, it's not going to be enough. And they're going to learn that the hard way when episode 9 flops. And by flop, I mean, you know, barely break even. Because I honestly think that that's a possibility at this point. Umaga strike. You mean the thumb strike? Hypern, would have been an earthquake had Andre the Giant fight Giant Gonzalez. Could you imagine that match ever happen? Oh my god, dude. Giant Gonzalez was just a mistake. Should not have. The Shock Master! Lando, yes, we need the Shock Master back. Oh, guys, if you ever want to see a really funny, if you're not even into wrestling, look up Shock Master debut. It's one of the funniest things you will ever see. As far as an introduction to a character, it's so good. Dude, the Jericho Cruise. Super. Oh, what's going on, Super? Hey, Oon, what's up? Sorry I'm late. Had some stuff going on today, so I kept myself away from my phone. Crazy how YouTube steals productivity. Yes, indeed, Super. Well, welcome back. Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Patrick, I've not read that story. Super, when I came on YouTube again tonight, I had 31 new notifications. Oh my god, Super. That is crazy. That is so crazy. Eugene! No, Eugene. Oh, not Eugene. ETEP says, I've got 2 N64 No Mercy games with 10 controllers and 10 memory cards. That's about 216 costs, mostly from WCW. Oh my god, ETEP. That's so much. That is so much. I have 1 and no memory. It's just all saved on the disc. Sometimes it gets deleted and I get very sad. It's a Trap says, calling it right now, episode 9 makes 800 million total. Yeah, It's a Trap. I think that is definitely on the high end. I think that's not a ridiculous number at any point. There's some people who might say this. I think 800 million is reasonable. For me, though, I'm leaning more towards my range at this point is still around 650 to 850 because that is between what Justice League made on the low end and what Batman v Superman made on the high end because that's what I think this film is going to end up doing. So I'm leaning more towards low end, but I definitely do think that it's at least still a possibility. Sergeant Ghost, hello from the HT band. Well, thank you, Sergeant Ghost, for joining. We won. Awesome, dude. What was the final score? Again, I left at third quarter to avoid the traffic, and we were up 7-3. So let me know if that's what stayed or not. Nemesis says, worst finishing move was the dude who brought the sock out of his crotch area and made a point in it. Are you kidding me? No, dude, Mankind, Mr. Sacco, that was an amazing move. I love that move so much. At least it was funny. Hybrid says, oh my god, there it is. I love when you choose that gif. I love it. Edward Coleman, thank you for the $10 donation, man. Chuck Wendig was the Alex Jones of the Star Wars universe, but how much you want to bet the garbage media goes all out to defend him? Why CNN does everything they can destroy Kanye West? Sick of double standard. Dude, Edward Coleman, thank you so much for the $10 donation, and because you donated, I will address this. Yes, you're absolutely right. I mean, they are going to go, as you said, they are going to go out of their way. Foley is God for sure. They're going to go out of their way to defend him because they're going to say he was wronged. They're going to say every excuse in the book. And the fact that they'll go out and defend someone who said the disgusting things that he said, the hateful things that he said, but then they will attack Kanye West. And I'm no defender of Kanye. I honestly do think Kanye has something wrong with him. However, him liking a person, him liking a president, him having a political philosophy that is not in line with the Democratic Party is not a reason or an explanation as to how or why he has something wrong with him. And that's the problem, is that they're taking two things don't have to be true at the same time. There can be something wrong with the guy, but also he can have a decent political philosophy as well. And I really do think that they're conflating the two things, trying to say, oh, he's obviously slick. I mean, what they said on CNN, and again, I'm starting to get political, but when you donate, man, I'm going to address the comment. What they did on CNN, the character assassination they did to Kanye West, the fact that it made me want to defend Kanye West says all that there needs to be said, because I am not a Kanye defender, but what they did to him was sick, disgusting, and was just totally inappropriate. I mean, the fact that they were trying to say that, this is what happens when people don't read, and obviously they used a different word than that I don't feel comfortable saying, and the fact that they tried to bring race into the equation, saying, oh, he just didn't read and that's the reason why, it's like, I'm sorry, but you can be, and I'm not saying that Kanye is this, but you can be intellectual, you can be a good person and still support various people. I'm sorry, like, that's just ridiculous for anyone to say. I see a lot of people saying Kanye is right. Again, I'm not going to say one way or the other. I mean, honestly, I think that he is being vastly mistreated by the media. There is absolutely no doubt about that. But this same media that will go out and attack him just because of who he supports, just because of what he says and what he believes, are the same people that will then go out and defend Chuck Wendig for being a total tool. Super says, I determined Kanye West was the spawn of Satan the day he tried to cover Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, yes. What's a Kanye? Yeah, seriously. I'm right there with you, Lando. Sergeant says, 7-3 was the score and everyone is yelling Odin. Seriously, Sergeant? Oh, are you are you on the bus or something? Are you playing my stream? What's going on, 8C band? We're sad that y'all weren't able to march on the field today. We know that we had to do the homecoming court, but we wanted to see a show today. Y'all sounded great. CW Trixie says Star Wars 9 will make $2.14. Use bubblegum, a paperclip, and what looks to be a broken VHS. Okay, Sergeant Ghost. Well, hello everybody. How is it going? Y'all are all great. And also, even though he did not catch a touchdown the other day, Gabe, you know who you are. I'm not going to say anyone's full name, but Gabe, you know who you are. Here's your shout out, man. Here's your shout out. So, Sergeant Ghost, if you can tell Gabe, if he's with y'all, tell him I'm giving him a shout out right now. Super says Kanye West has said some crazy stuff, especially when he talked about slavery. Personally, can't tell if it's an act. Regardless, they attack him for the wrong. No, seriously, like, again, as I said, I'm not defending him. I think that the guy does have something wrong with him, but at the same time, I don't think him saying the things that he's saying politically right now are the reason why you can say there's something wrong with him. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to act like being any which way conservative or being even slightly supportive of any kind of Republican cause is a mental condition, and I think that's extremely dangerous and just unfair. Patrick Mandel says, hey, Odin, do you believe Snoke is Darth Plagueis the Wise? It could be. But at this point, I don't care, because they've just they've taken any sense of interest out of it. Seriously. Oh man, yes. Oh yes. Here we go. Outpost Dyer, dude. Outpost Dyer, I've been talking with on Twitter. Greetings from Okinawa, Japan. Hey Odin, dude. Thank you so much for stopping by. Great to have you here on the live stream, man. And seriously, it is indeed a great day because Chuck Wendig is gone. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Yes, Patrick Winduff. Yes. Snoke, like seriously, like Snoke? Oh, you mean the guy that they just randomly decided to kill with no backstory? Yeah, that guy? Yeah. Great move, Ryan Johnson. You got demonized, says Elric? That the video I made today got demonetized within 10 minutes. So, and I love how YouTube's like, oh, if you hit 1,000 in 7 days, we'll review it. And then they review it, and then they don't tell you, if they decide not to monetize it, they don't tell you why. And then if they do, they don't tell you why. and then also you can't make up all of the all of the non-monetized views that you got in the process. So, you know, I mean, it's not even like, again, for me, it's not about, oh, that's lost income. I mean, that I could care less about that. It's more of the principle thing of, why am I being given any strike or being punished in any way for the content that I'm putting out? I'm like one of the few people that doesn't curse at all. The worst thing that I say is ass. Like, the fact that the worst thing I say is a word that's in scripture is pretty telling already. Like, seriously, it's ridiculous. It really is. Bane says, wait, I had ads on it when I saw it about Chuckles. Well, that's the other thing too, is that when it does have ads, it goes directly to YouTube. They say, oh, it might still be monetized, but it'll be limited and you might not get anything from it. That's what they say. Is stupid. Frank, YouTube hates you, but we, the community and patrons, love you. Well, thank you so much. And thank you for reminding me. So now I will go away for the screen for a second. So if I miss your comment, please repost it. But thank you very much, Frank, for reminding me. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons who make this stream and everything else I do possible, not just by supporting me, but also by mentally supporting me as well, especially a few guys on this list. So a huge shout out to Adam Shawhan, Castellan Fry, Dave Bob, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank, Greta Z, Harold Francis, Inflamed Wood, Jay Clark, Jamie Christopher, Jeffrey Toon, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody and his evil twin, Perpetual Punster, The DJ D Show, Those Two Ball Guys, Tina B, Vorty67, and welcome to my madhouse. You are all amazing people and my patrons, and my love goes out to you guys. All right. Da says, my favorite announcer moment was ECW when Paul Heyman would always scream gore multiple times when Rhino performed. Yes, gore, gore. I would always love to. Oh my God. That was always great too. Hybrid. Samuel L. Jackson and Deadpool would like to have a word with you, Odin. What? Really? Really? Mega, I don't worry about ad revenue. All I make is patrons. All I make is patrons. No, seriously, like, I do this for fun. I say this all the time, and it's true. I do this because it's fun. The day it stops becoming fun is the day that I will stop, but I'm still having a crap ton of fun, not just making videos, but doing the live streams. The live streams are the reason why I stay, because the live streams keep me sane, because dealing with YouTube and all that other stuff, like the live streams and interacting with the chat is so good. Bane, dude, thank you so much. I see your phone is about to die. Just want to say hello and give you some money. Well, Bane, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you can stop by again, man. We have fun here. Joseph Walls, welcome to the channel. Hey, Odin, did not get notification for this live stream. Probably because you just had to resubscribe because YouTube sucks. Because YouTube sucks. RVD. RVD. Yas, yas. Nihilus. Edward Coleman says, I'm not a fan of Kanye, but the hypocrisy is just jaw-dropping. Sorry for making... No, seriously, Edward Coleman, no problem at all. Again, I will address those comments, and I will always, you know, try and skate that edge, because I don't want to, you know, jump off that... completely off that bridge. I will definitely toe the line, though, because I do think it's still relevant to our current culture for sure. And no, I agree. I mean, I'm not a fan of his either. I think he said some ridiculous things in the past. I mean, go back to Hurricane Katrina. Go back to him, you know, going up on the stage, you know, during the Grammys one year. I mean, this is a guy that obviously has some issues. He has some issues, but I don't think an issue of his is a political philosophy. I'm sorry. If for anyone to try and say that it's a mental condition to like a certain person or to believe in something, that is dangerous. That is disgusting. Caddis Bane, thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. I appreciate it. No problem, man. Mega Random, it's also my own job. See, and I have a regular job. Like, I have a day job. So I literally, again, I have enough to be like, we're fine. Like, we can support, but it's just fun. Again, it's so much fun. I love doing this. Brad Noble's writing my next speech, apparently. Laura, Odin's live stream, a crap ton of fun. Seriously, so much fun. I love it. And as long as y'all are having fun, we're doing something right. Super says, earlier I heard you say something about Chuck Wendig. Not totally caught up. Could you please explain the real quick? Thanks, my dude. Chuck Wendig got fired. So he went off on one of his Twitter rants, Twitter tirades the other day. And not only did it get him like in Twitter jail for a little bit, but also just today he announced that he got fired from his job. So he, again, reaped what he sows. Dude, Owen Hart, Mr. Perfect, Randy Savage, all the favorites, Sally, all deceased, Jack Smith. Yeah, seriously, they were all great people, great wrestlers, and Owen Hart especially. It's just so, I mean, all, but especially Owen Hart. Like, that is just a freak accident that led to way too young. I mean, this is a guy that was in his prime, really could have, really was about to go somewhere, and just, it was really sad to see that happen. Mr. Pete, how's it going, dude? 70B, YouTube does not appreciate creators. No, they don't. They seriously don't. YouTube will use us. They'll take 30% of the money that you donate if you donate through Super Chat. And that's one of the many reasons why I do Streamlabs, because if you want to support the channel, you can support the channel and you will have every... My fellow deity, I have a request. I love your views. I love your view-alongs, and I love to see your commentary on the 2 movies I live my life by while watching them with you, Fight Club and Office Space. Well, dude, after October ends... Because right now we're just doing like Halloween horror-themed type films. So also, guys, just a reminder, not tomorrow because I have something going on tomorrow night, but Sunday. So Sunday around the same time, 6:30 Central Standard Time, usually for our movie nights, we're going to be streaming The Shining. So if you've never seen that before, if you want to see it again, come join us. It's a lot of fun. We sync up together. We watch the movie together. We talk about it. It's a very good time. Sorry, here's a reference about Doink the Clown. Yes, Doink the Clown. But anyway, getting back to your comment, because again, I do want to make sure I give attention to you especially for your donation. But after October, when we open things up to more general movie genres, I will definitely remind me, man. If you're on a stream, definitely remind me that those are movies that you want to see, and if the chat votes for them, I would love to do that. I have no problem with either of those films, and so if they ever win, cannot wait to watch it. So thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. Mateo says, when I saw that Wendig was fired, I knew you were going to be happy. No, seriously, because he was a jerk. He was an absolute jerk. Outpost Dyer, so does Patreon go straight to you? Most of it does. So they do take a small like processing cut, but most of that goes to me. That mostly goes to me, and then Streamlabs. But with the Patreon, it's once a month. So once a month, it gets deposited in, and then with Streamlabs, basically 90% plus of it goes to me. For example, Sensei Mike, great example. Let's say he were to donate $100 on Streamlabs. I would get $96 of that, so 96% essentially I get, instead of on YouTube where it's around 30%, and then I have to wait a month. So basically, with the way YouTube works is that you get paid every single month, and whatever you make in a month you get at the end of the next month. So it's just one of those things where, in order to do things more quickly on the channel, to improve things, etc., do more giveaways, things like that, Streamlabs is the better way to go if you want to support the channel. If you don't want to support the channel, if you just want to watch, hey, watching and viewing and liking is also great support as well. So thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Sorry I had to skip some chats because I wanted to catch up with the live chat. Peabody says The Shining is a 2-hour film of Jason Statham's head. Dude, Peabody, guys, if you're not part of the Discord, Peabody does some really hilarious frames, I want to call them, where he sets up his Star Wars action figures in certain scenes and gives them commentary. And I think that he should either create an Instagram account where he does that all the time, or possibly even like a YouTube channel, because some of them are hysterical. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, 70B, thank you so much. If you want to join the Discord server, boom, there it is. You can contact me directly. You can go into several different chat rooms. There's voice chat on there as well. I sometimes get into the general post-stream chat and talk to anyone that goes in there, and it's a good time. It's a very, very good time. Greta says, yay, I can finally make it Sunday. Boom, Greta, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Peabody is awesome. Frank says, our buddy Lethal Lightning is here. Check him out. Dude, yes, give some love to Lethal Lightning. He's another supporter of the channel, is always in our streams. Lethal Lightning, really, really cool dude. Does some gameplays as well. And I'm definitely probably going to be coming to him over the next couple of days, because I am going to try and do a gameplay sometime this week with a new system. So would definitely like some pointers on that. Hybrid says The Shining is a tie between 2001. Hard for me to choose from one favorite film. 2001, I think, is definitely the superior film, but I can see why you would like both for sure. Laura says, to me, 2 lame trailers this week: Aladdin and Pet Sematary. Did not see either, but just hearing Aladdin live action made me cringe, because it reminded me of Beauty and the Beast live action, and that movie was terrible. Yeah, heart going out to you, Lethal. Dunson, we won, by the way, 7-3. Dunson, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Sergeant Ghost was in here earlier, and he told me that we won by that amount. That's awesome. Very close game. I left around the third quarter. Y'all sounded great. So thank you, Dunson. And Dunson has been a huge help. Dunson is one of my students. He's been giving me a lot of advice on computers and helping me in the process of building and getting the parts and, you know, making recommendations on various things. So thank you so much for that, man. And no, I'm not going to get RGBs for my system. You're obsessed with RGBs, man. Greta, Aladdin looks the same as the original except with CGI. Okay, yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be like over CGI. You know how I feel about CGI. You know how I feel about CGI. I don't like that. Raylo is not a thing anymore, Brad. Roselo is where it's at. Brad. Oh, God, Brad. Elric says, live action Aladdin looks okay so far, but we'll all know how Beauty and the Beast... Exactly. Like, Beauty and the Beast was awful, and so you know that they're going to try some SJW stuff with this, too. Like, you just know they're going to do that. So, even before I've seen the trailer itself, I just have no interest in it. Raylo is dead. Yep, seriously. Yeah, without having... That's a good thing. Seriously, without Robin Williams, no thank you. Without Robin Williams, no thank you at all. Dunson, are you going to share that wrestling match with this channel if it's on the YouTube channel? I don't have a video for it yet. What I've been doing though is I've been sharing those kind of videos with my patrons because the first two videos were just very, very short, so there really wasn't much else I could do. But if I get a full video of that, Dunson, you know, I'll consider putting that up at some point. let's just say I destroyed the other guy in the wrestling match today. Yeah, seriously, rest in peace, Robin Williams, man. Gosh, such a talent. Trap says Raylo is dead. All hail Roselo. Will Smith is awful. There, I said it. I agree. I would agree with that statement. Current day. Back in the day, Will Smith was pretty good. Laura says I'm gay, but gay Gaston made me cringe. Thank you, Laura. Thank you. And it was more to do with the fact that it was like you took a friendship that was clearly a friendship in the cartoon and then tried to add this underlying homosexual tendency, like homosexual tension between the two, and it just didn't make any, like, some people were like, oh, it makes sense. Oh, no, it totally makes sense. It totally makes sense and is corresponding to the original film. It's like, no, it isn't. He was a little guy who looked up to a bigger guy because that is what happens in the real world. And it had nothing. It was a friendship. It was a friendship of convenience. And then they had to politicize it. It's just silly. And you know they're going to do the same thing with Aladdin too. Chad says, I can't believe Raylo was even thought of. It takes a special kind of idiot to look at a fight of the death and attempted murder of friends thing. I ship it. Yep. I invoke Carlton. Yes. Are you, Joseph Wallace, are you hyped for Evolution, Crown Jewel, Odin? Evolution, I will be honest, kind of. I mean, I'm not really that hyped for it. I'm sorry, but the whole thing of all female pay-per-view. Okay, so when's the next all-male pay-per-view? Like, I just don't understand. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, and I don't have a problem with it. It's just mostly I'm not really interested in a lot of the matches they have set up because they just don't let for some reason they just don't know how to let the female wrestlers go. And it's really sad because they can do a lot of, like, in NXT, they were allowed to go. And some of the best women's matches that have occurred in WWE at this point have been in NXT because they've been allowed that creative freedom, because they've been allowed to do all these things. But everything in the main stage is so practiced, is so overdone, is so robotic. It's just, it's cringeworthy. And then with all the stuff going on with Saudi Arabia at this point, I am not on board for Crown Jewel. Like, I might be excited for a couple of matches, but the whole Saudi Arabia thing, like with them like possibly killing a journalist, is something that needs to be addressed before they actually move forward with the pay-per-view, personally, is what I think about that. Hyman says, well, because Beauty and the Beast doing so well at the box office, it seems they just want live action everything. How unfortunate. Yeah, but you know what? Because it was so cringeworthy, I honestly would not be surprised if the next live action film does not meet the standards set by Beauty and the Beast. That's just me personally, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Patrick McDuff. I hate YouTube community guidelines because I can't watch some good videos because it's not child friendly. No, yeah, seriously, like, it's just stupid. It really is. Like, YouTube really just needs to release the creators. Like, let the creators create. If you get a legitimate copyright claim, that is when you demonetize. I'm sorry, like, you should let anyone say whatever it is they want. And if they say something that is causing that might cause violence against someone, if it's someone who's like a terrorist, or if it's someone who's saying they're going to attack somebody, well then yeah, you're going to want to obviously monitor that kind of thing. But if someone's just making a video expressing an opinion without hurting anybody, I don't know why you would just go after them that way. I don't understand it. Welcome, my Madhouse says, Doink the Clown is the best wrestler ever. Doink is great. Laura says, Richard Grant is set to be in episode 9 because he looks like Thrawn. People asked him. He says, I'm not playing Graham Thrawn. Yes, but that doesn't mean that he's not. Seriously, would you not be surprised if they try again? I think with episode 9, they're going to try and throw everything and the kitchen sink to try and make this a success. And when it's not, that hopefully is the moment they realize, oh, we kind of messed up with episode 8. Laura, sorry to be continued, but he didn't say he wasn't playing Thrawn after the Empire. No, that's what I said before. Again, when you look at it, you've seen that happen before, Laura. You've seen them do that. You've seen people say, oh, I'm not doing this, but then they do that because sometimes that's what happens. I think he would be a great Thrawn. I think he would be a great Thrawn for sure. No doubt in my mind. Eldrick says, Odin, please check out a video called Treasure Planet, Disney's biggest mistake. It's a video on how Disney wanted Treasure Planet to tank to prove that computer animation is better. Oh, that sounds interesting. Ooh, that sounds interesting. And I would not put it past Disney to do that. Oh, man. And you know what, too? Like, I'm sorry, but hand-drawn animation, there's nothing better than hand-drawn animation. Some of the best animated films of all time are all hand-drawn. I mean, I do like some CGI films, for sure. Toy Story being one of them, for sure. But I'm sorry, hand-drawn is just better. Infinitely better because they had to put so much more work into the drawing itself. To me, it made them care more about the product, and so therefore every film essentially was good. Yeah, 3D sucks. 2D films, that's all I exist in. Like 2D, IMAX, and Dolby, those are like the premiums that I get. 3D is garbage. 3D is total trash. 3D is a gimmick, and I swear the next Avatar comes out, if the studios, because there was a trend for a while where every film was being released in 3D and everything else, but dude, like, I'm so happy that 3D has kind of just gone away for a lot of different things. Brad needs a mod. Yeah, seriously, you need a like personal mod to like control your behavior. Odin, it's on YouTube. All right, send it to me if you can. Hybrid says, think of it as Spirited Away is so beautiful. For example, there's Hybrid, that movie you chose is a great example. Spirited Away, anything from Studio Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is a great example of what you can do with hand-drawn animation that you can't do with computer-generated images. Like this, the beauty that you get out of that hand-drawn images is something that just can never be repeated. It cannot be repeated. Film 3D is better. No, 3D is trash. I'm sorry. I'm gonna disagree with you there. You got Twitter, Odin? Yes, I do. At Odin's Movie Blog. I also have an email address, odinsmovieblog@gmail.com. And I also have the Discord as well. You can post it on the Discord. Okay, if you're gonna say it looks better than post-converted, yes. A movie shot in 3D, played in 3D, is going to look better than a movie post-converted. However, 3D is still garbage. So I will agree with you there, personally, for that. 3D is so overrated. Hyperin, you're right. Hyperin, you are so right. It is vastly overrated. So I just got word that the video that we were going to make tonight apparently is no longer a thing. It's no longer happening. So let me just double check that real quick. Because if that's the case, I might start wrapping things up because I'm getting tired. And the only reason why I was staying up late was because of having to do the video. But let me just say. We can meet another time then. I need sleep. Anyway. There we go. All right, back to the chat, back to the chat. Yes, so 70B's just posted the Discord link. So again, you can go to Discord right there. Great place to contact me. Great place to keep the conversations in this community going, and it's a lot of fun. Let me go ahead and shout the patrons out one more time. So another huge shout out once again to Adam Shawhan, Castellan Fry, Dave Bob, Donald Hudson, Edward Coleman, Enrique Evangelista, Frank the Tank, Greta Z, Harold Francis, Inflamed Wood, Jason Clark, Jamie Christopher, Jeffrey Toon, Laura Story, Matthew Kadish, Mr. Peabody, and his evil twin, Perpetual Punster, the DJD Show, those two ball guys, Tina B, Voorhees67, and welcome to my madhouse. You are all my patrons. You are all part of my Asgardian army, and you are all amazing people, so thank you very much. And also, huge thanks to the Valkyries, guys. Give it up for the Valkyries. They are amazing. Hyper says, preach. Damn right. Damn right. Preach. Elric just sent you the video on Twitter. Awesome. Perfect. Can't wait to check it out. Stunny B says, I love all the patrons. I love all the patrons too. I love every person in this chat. Because again, if you support me through Patreon, if you support me through Super Chat, if you support me through Streamlabs, if you support me just by watching and liking the video, I appreciate all of your support because every little bit of that helps. If you think that you're not supporting, you are. If you're here right now, you are supporting. And I appreciate you. And yes, those two ball guys have content, so go check them out. They've been patrons for like 3 months. They've been patrons since like the very beginning. So go give them some love, man. Go give them some love. Go give them some subs, guys. Tell them Odin sent you. Those two ball guys. Go check them out. Preach to the Valkyries. Tina says, you're the best audience in the whole wide world. This seriously is. This is one of my favorite audiences. I'm going to say one of my favorite audiences ever. I mean, I don't know why I would say it that way. But seriously, this audience is fantastic. This group is fantastic. And again, as I say all the time, and I really do mean it, we are family. We are family. Because it really does feel that way. It really does. I mean, the fact that I'm able to, like, look into the Discord and I'll see people just chatting away. Even though I don't have time to jump in, I'll see them chatting away. It's just really cool. Everyone keeps up with each other, even though we're all, some of us are halfway across the world from each other, and we're still keeping in touch. Like, we have someone, I don't know if he's still in here, but we have someone from Japan in here. We got somebody from, we got a couple people usually from Australia in here, people from the UK, like people from all over the place. It's awesome. It's so cool. Hypern, together, Odin, all of us shall be your empire and overthrow the Emperor Kathleen Kennedy. That would be amazing. Mr. Peabody, you have a good night, man. Go Brewers? No, go Sox, bruh. Go Sox, bruv. Elric Hayuga, I also have a channel, but I only do Hero Academia, manga reviews, and Star Wars stuff. Well, dude, Elric Hayuga, go check him out. Elric Hayuga has been in this channel for a very long time as well, so go give him some love. Click on that name and go give him some love. Go give him some subs. Let's see. Joseph Wallace says, good night, Odin, and keep it real. I'm off to kill zombies in dying light. Oh, and my wife is making grilled cheese. Cringe. But grilled cheese is good. I still don't understand Discord. Well, you know, it's a thing. Eric Coleman. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I mean, $5 donation. I'm not for violence, but if they bring Thrawn into this garbage trilogy, I might riot. No Thrawn till the witch is dead. I'd understand if you would walk out of the theater for sure. Disavowed. All right, guys. Well, you are all amazing people. And Edward Coleman, thank you so much for that last donation, man. It really does mean a lot to me. Guys, you are all amazing. We had a very good stream tonight. I did not think I was going to stream tonight, so we had a very good time. If you want to put anything in your calendar, tomorrow afternoon, Central Standard Time, 1 to 2 start time. Again, I'm going to try and keep y'all posted on Discord. Depends on how fast I'm able to cut my grass and everything. So once that's done, I'm going to shower, get ready. We're going to build a PC, and it's going to be great. I have RAM, so whatever happens to this RAM that's in Mississippi coming in, whatever, I do have at least something so that way we can get the system up and running. And I'm excited. I'm excited to get it up and running. I'm excited to possibly do some, you know, not only just higher quality streaming, but also some gaming. Who knows? You know, it's limitless. The possibilities are endless, they say. Patrick McDowell, have a good night, good sir. Hampton Trap Production, have a good night, good sir. I don't know why I'm doing this voice. Jason Clark, the Mr. P channel. Stephanie B, Eric Rajalia. Process, what's going on? What's the final score? We left early. I left early too, 7-3. 7-3. I left during the third quarter, but the band came into the chat at some point, and we won 7-3. So it did not change. Odin is building L337. Yes, so if you want to see me build L337, don't worry, I will not blow her up because unlike the actual L337, what I'm about to build actually has some worth behind it. So guys, you're all amazing. Greta, have a good night. Stephanie, Tina, you're all amazing. Hyperin, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great night as always. God bless. You are amazing. Peace out. See you tomorrow afternoon. Again, if you want to see the PC build, it's going to be live streamed. It's going to be chaotic, possibly. Some tears might be shed, some anger, frustration, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it together. So, you have a good night, guys. Peace out.